I had one of the most embarrassing experiences with Madonna. I was at the Oscars, I presented, it went well. You know, I went out afterwards to sort of celebrate and have a good time. I probably had one too many. And I was at this party with a couple of my friends, and an old friend of mine who's a manager comes up to me and he's like, Tom, do you know Madonna? And I'm like, funnily enough, no. So he goes, come with me. So he drags me across this nightclub and introduces me to Madonna. Now, the whole way on the way over there, I'm going, what do I say? Hello, I had no idea what to say. So I get up there and I go, hello. That's all I come up with. I was like, hi, I'm Madonna, how you doing? I'm good, thank you, I'm well. And Jason can see me panicking and goes, Madonna, Tom is an incredible dancer. And I'm looking at him like, I'm gonna kill you. And she goes, really? Well, that's something I'd love to see. Show me. So I'm thinking I have two options, right? I can just faint, you know, just pass out, or I can take Madonna into the dance floor, dance with her, and show her my moves and just have a great time.
Sure.
You know, me being an idiot, I went for option 2.
Yes!
So I take her hand, I sort of drag her into the dance floor, and as soon as I took her, I realised that this was a mistake. It was a big mistake. Now, I used to be Billy Elliot, and I used to do a lot of dancing, but that was all choreographed, you know? I didn't wing it. I didn't just go on stage and do a different show every night. So I start dancing with her, and there's not much arms involved. I'm just sort of doing a little two-step to try and, like, warm myself up, and she's so unimpressed. She's so unimpressed that I just bailed and left. Ooh. I just can't do this. So I leave Madonna in the dance floor. So, the next day, I'm telling my family on FaceTime, who's having a family dinner, about my evening and the Oscars. They wanted to know all the goss, and I end up telling them this story. My dad is wetting himself, my mum is cringing, and then my little brother Paddy goes, who's Madonna?
That's Vogue, isn't it? Is that Vogue?
Sort of.
Sort of. Oh, look at music. Music is good.
Not bad.
Not bad. We're getting there.
Good.
They're good, aren't they?
Yeah, she's cute.
Yeah. No.
Let me see that one.
Yeah. Which is that one?
Yeah.
That one. Those are good. The detail, I think, is amazing.
You kind of made me look like a Victoria's Secret model. Thanks.
But here's the kicker. Because when we said, oh, we'd like to see your dolls, and they were coming specially to the show, they then, especially for us, they made this. This is you at the Venice Film Festival. There you are at the Venice Film Festival. Well, you don't have the glasses, Mario and Gianna. You left. You got the sunglasses. Oh, you have them. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that good?
Wow.
Well done. Grazie. That's for me, right?
Do I get to keep any of those?
Oh, can they pick one?
The we, but the other one is the only way to have you at my home.
That's
adorable. A good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. Were you backstage with Madonna when you were in a punk band?
The punk band was in Atlanta, Georgia, when I started out. But Madonna stuff, that was New York in the early 80s.
And was she, like, a fan of yours?
No, she was a fan of no one's but Madonna's. Yeah. She's only a fan of hers, yeah. And still today.
Yeah. Didn't you audition for Madonna, Benedict?
Oh, God, yes, I did. Yeah, she just sort of came in breezily, very late, and had a clipboard in hand and said, yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch, is that really your name? And I went, yes, it is, Madonna. I didn't get the part.
Earlier in the year, we saw you at the Super Bowl with Madonna, which was the most watched television program in America ever.
Yeah.
Isn't that incredible? Yeah. It's a lot of firsts and And did she text you or send flowers when you knocked her off number 1?
No. She had nice things. She emailed me and said
did
some
she?
nice things. Yeah.
Some nice things.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, whatever. Yeah, hope you're around in 50 years.
You weren't like that when Madonna was on you were all over.
Oh, I was. Yeah, I was like them when Madonna was going, ah! But very exciting, of course, because you got to make out with her.
You can't really call that making out with her. I mean, she kissed me.
You kissed her.
I didn't kiss her. You actually have the picture?
Well, I've got it on my phone here.
You had all those incredible celebrities and, you know,
Yeah.
star cameos and things. Because, I mean, you were in scenes with Madonna, which...
And she didn't even know who I was.
That's it.
I heard that. Is that true?
It's true.
It's true.
Or me. So she came in late to the first read through. She kept her sunglasses on, and she sat down and she sort of talked like that. I think it was sort of a vaguely Sacramento accent. I'm not sure. And she said, "I'm so not sorry. I'm late." And then she started reading the script. And at one point she said, "Listen, Jack, which one's Jack?" And Sean went, hi, Sean Hayes, played Jack McFarlane. Hi. And so at the end of the week, and most of her scenes were with Megan, but every day she went to Deborah and to and she said, "I'm sorry, I don't remember your name."
And finally, I was like, this was when she was really into Kabbalah. And I said, "Oh, I'm Rachel." And she went, "Rachel? That's my Kabbalah name." And I was like, "How about that?" And literally for the rest of the week, she called me Rachel. And that night, we always have a tradition where we hug and kiss each other right before we go on. And he said, "Okay," he said, "Have a good show, Deb." And Madonna turned to him and was like, "Her name's not Deb, her name's Rachel." And that's when he informed her that my name was Deborah. And the next day, after the whole episode was over, I got 6 dozen roses that said, "Dear Deborah, thank you for a great week, Madonna."
So same thing, on the Friday, we've been rehearsing for 3 days, she said, "I'm sorry, I don't remember your name." I said, this is the 3rd time. I said, "No, my name is so easy to remember. It's the one at the very, very beginning of every single episode of the show you're on." And she went, "Oh, I'm sorry." So same thing, I got a giant box of roses with a card that I just found the other day, I thought I'd lost it, which said, "If my husband would let me, I'd tattoo your name on my arm. Love, Madonna." So all's forgiven.
Amazing.
All's forgiven.
Well, my thing was...
You've opened up a rift.
My thing was shit.
Well, if you've seen pictures of Madonna lately, it's got Rachel right there.
I've heard you talk about how some of your kids don't really care so much that, you know, their mother's Madonna.
I think they wish I wasn't.
Okay.
I think they wish I wasn't their famous mother.
But do some of the kids get a kick out of being Madonna?
Yeah, the younger ones.
Yeah.
They enjoy it. But as you get older, you know, there's peer pressure and you start to care about what people say and think. And there's something called social media.
Yes.
You know, that terrible dragon that flies over everyone.
Yeah.
And takes over their lives. And that affects my older children, obviously. So they never say it to me, but I can tell. Because my son is an artist and my daughter is a dancer, and I think probably it would be less challenging in their own mind for them if they didn't have me as a mother.
Well, as a bar for success, you've set it quite high.
Yeah.
I danced with Madonna.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
So how does that? Did you ask her? Did she ask you?
No, I mean, I'm 32. I was like 8, 9, you know, when she was like virgining and doing all that, and I was crazy about her. And you know, somebody came up to me, and this was like the 4th party, like 4 o'clock in the morning, and said, "Do you want to meet Madonna?" And I was like, "Yes." Yeah, I know, exactly. And
Madonna who?
Yeah.
Anyway, Madonna.
So she was like wearing a hat and looking super hot, and she didn't even say hi. She just kind of like nodded at me and started dancing.
Oh, that's creepy.
And
Just nodding, and then that must have weirded you out. Not even a hello?
it was not creepy.
Oh.
It was something else. It worked. She
It works for Madonna. If I did that, if I went up to just a girl and just went...
I wouldn't do that.
Madonna does it, get out.
Yeah, Madonna can do things that no one else can do.
And so she's nodding and dancing.
She's nodding, gets up, starts dancing with me. I'm drunk enough that I'm just
Nodding.
going with it, dancing. And then she's like a crazy good dancer. And I danced with her for like, I don't know, 30 seconds or something, and then she just lost me. And she kind of started dancing with other people, and two girlfriends were with me that night, and they kind of ran over and they were like, you were just dancing with Madonna. And we were talking about it for a minute, and we look over, and my husband is totally dancing with Madonna. And totally handling it. And way better than I did. And I kind of thought, like, what's better than that?
Now, Sarah Paulson, you attended the Met Gala, and apparently there was an odd moment with the paparazzi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No one was taking my picture. And I was like, wow, God, I guess I'm, yeah, wow, okay. And
No one was taking your picture.
no one was taking it. It was like, pictures, 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 and pictures of this one. And I was like, hello? And nobody cared.
What were you wearing?
I was wearing something nice. It's just, I turned around, and all of a sudden I saw that Madonna was standing there, and that everyone was taking her
yeah.
picture.
That happened.
But someone happened to snap my picture when I first saw her. And that was unattractive.
Yeah. We've got this Madonna,
great.
Madonna posted.
And then Madonna that was like the only saving grace and just sort of made my life worth
So this is the
living.
moment that Sarah Paulson noticed it was Madonna beside her on the red carpet.
Oh.